You know that sound, right? That distant, wailing siren you hear every once in a while. You probably just think of it as some generic alarm. But what if I told you it's actually a language, a highly specific language, engineered to be understood instantly by an entire community? Okay, let's dive into this hidden world of emergency communication. I mean, really think about the challenge here. You've got to communicate a very specific threat, like, say, a dangerous gas leak, versus a general emergency, to thousands of people all at the same time. And you can't just hope everyone's looking at their phone. The alert has to cut through all the noise of daily life and deliver a message that is absolutely unmistakable. So, how on earth do you do that? Well, the answer, and this might surprise you, comes from the world of big industry. We're looking at a super detailed engineering standard from Saudi Aramco. Think about it. With the huge scale of their plants and all the communities built around them, they absolutely had to perfect the science of mass alerting. This isn't just about making a loud noise. It's a complete, standardized system built to save lives with sound. So let's break this down. First, let's get our heads around the basic purpose of these systems. You can think of them as a massive, city-sized alarm clock, but one that wakes you up to some very specific, very real dangers. The official term, the fancy engineering term, is wide area mass alerting, but the words that really matter there are real-time and outdoor. This is all about covering enormous spaces. We're talking industrial plants, offshore oil platforms, even entire towns, with warnings that are immediate and crystal clear. Now, to make a system like this actually work, you can't just, grab any old siren off a shelf. Nope. It takes a really deep understanding of the science of sound itself and how it behaves out in the real world. First off, you need some serious power. We're talking 115 decibels, and that's measured from 30 meters away. Just to give you some perspective, that's way louder than a rock concert. It's an incredible amount of sound energy, literally engineered to be impossible to ignore. But here's the thing. Just being loud isn't the whole story. The real genius, the secret sauce, is in the contrast. The alert has to be at least 15 decibels louder than the normal everyday background noise. It's that specific difference, that ability to just slice right through the ambient sound that makes sure the warning actually gets heard. And that background noise, it changes dramatically depending on where you are. An offshore platform can be pretty quiet, right? But an onshore industrial plant can be incredibly loud. And that's exactly why you need a system that can be fine-tuned for each specific place. A one-size-fits-all approach just wouldn't work. It would totally fail. And look, what good is any of this if the power goes out in an emergency? That's why these systems are hooked up to an uninterruptible power supply, a UPS. It has enough battery to keep the system on standby for a full 24 hours and then blast the alarm at full power for another 30 minutes. It's truly built for the worst-case scenario. Okay, so we've got the power, we've got the science, but this is where things get really fascinating. This isn't just noise, remember? It's a language. So let's decode the secret language of the sirens. Here's the core idea, the whole point of the system. The different sounds you might hear aren't random at all. They are a predefined set of signals, where each unique sound pattern communicates a very specific type of danger. This allows people to know exactly what's happening and how to react, without needing any other information. And here it is, the codebook. That classic rising and falling siren sound you probably know, that's your signal for a general emergency. A continuous blasting air horn means exactly what it sounds like: stop work. Now, listen for the more specific ones. A repeating sound described as a yow is a very serious warning for a toxic H2S gas release, while a warble sound tells you there's combustible gas. Out on the water, the signals follow international maritime codes: 3 long blasts for man overboard, and a very distinct pattern of 7 short blasts and 1 long one. That means abandoned platform right now. And finally, that steady single-pitch tone, that's the sound of relief. That's the all clear. And how do you make sure a language made of sound is perfectly consistent? Well, check this out. Engineers don't just describe the sounds with words. They actually map them visually. They graph the frequency over time. This is basically the sheet music for the siren, making sure that a yow sound in one location is absolutely identical to one 1,000 miles away. There's zero room for confusion. So we have the power, the science, and this incredible sound-based language. But how do engineers make sure this system works flawlessly every single time? Let's look at how they make it fail-safe. Yeah, it's not like they just stick these things on a pole and hope for the best. Deciding where to put the sirens is a careful 2-step process. First, they use sophisticated computer modeling to predict exactly how the sound will cover the entire area. Then they actually go out on site to verify those models, taking real-world measurements to guarantee that every single corner of that area gets a clear, understandable alert. The system's reliability all comes down to relentless discipline. They run full-scale tests every single month. Every test, every result is documented in a logbook. They keep enough spare parts on hand to fix any part of the system within 72 hours, and only highly trained, certified specialists are even allowed to touch the equipment. It's a whole culture of being ready, always. So the next time you hear one of those big community-wide sirens, listen a little closer. You'll know it's not just random noise. It's a carefully crafted message, a voice designed with incredible precision, speaking an engineered language of safety that protects all of us. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other hidden safety systems, what other secret languages are built into the world all around us, just quietly working in the background to keep us safe every day?
If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, How to Do It. Search for us at How to Do 5 for even more interesting content.